We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision...
Alrighty, sports fans, welcome back to our second game of here at Recreation and Wellness Center for today's OCAA basketball match featuring the visiting Cite Coyotes and your Durham Lords. We now ask if you please rise to the table and remove your hats for the play of our national anthem. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to please welcome the starting lineup for the visiting Cite Coyotes. At the fourth position, wearing number 0, Everest Townley. At the guard position, wearing number 4, Noel Higginbotham. At the forward position, wearing number 7, Aziz Diaby. Wearing number 11, Abdul Zarud. And at the guard position, wearing number 12, Cal Russell. The Coyotes are coached by head coach, Gabori Moten. All right, fans, let's get this up and rolling. It's time for everyone's favorite time. It's time to get your starting five for your Durham Lords.
And hello and welcome to the Campus Recreational Wellness Center as the undefeated, or still undefeated, Lords are going up against Cite Coyotes. I'm John Townsend, and we have a great game in store for you today. Cite is coming into this at a record of 2-4. However, they always play the Lords close in recent years. But this Lords team came away with a mammoth victory against the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, beating Algonquin yesterday in a tight matchup. very close the entire way through, although Algonquin got out to an early lead. I believe at one point in the first quarter they were leading 2 to 14 or 2 to 16. At which point Desmond Rowley called a timeout, brought his team together, and Lords stormed back, but weren't able to take a commanding lead into the fourth quarter. Let's see if it's going to be more the same today. As Lords coming into this game still undefeated, as mentioned. Early drive there from Miles Hall. Struggled early on in the first quarter, but really came alive as the floor general as the game progressed. It goes inside early to the freshman. Turnaround jumper, it's good for Rashane Smith. Now Cite is going to be going the other way. Quick dump off pass, basket's good there by Everise Natambwe. Now this Cite team is very, very young. They have about 7 freshmen on their team. And in terms of veterans on their team, only have 1 fourth-year player along with 4 third-year players. So it's going to be a very inexperienced team going up against the Lords today. As be kind to say it was a little dump-off pass from the freshman as it's put in from Javade Monet. As Cite is now going to be going the other way. Good ball mid around the key. Risky pass there from Everest. Steps out of bounds. Lord's ball on the turnover. Not quite on the same page offensively early on for La Cite. Against this Lord's team that can put up points in bunches, they're really going to need to be on their game. Just looking at the numbers, the Lords have 4 players averaging 17 points per game, as that's going to be a charge call going the other way. Good defensive effort there from the La Cite player who's down on the ground right now, appearing to be injured. That foul's going to be on Miles Hall off the charge. I want to say that it's going to be Noel Akimelek, who's now up. So he just got maybe hit in the stomach, got the wind knocked out of him. But anyway, these Lords players though, they have 4 players averaging 17, 2 averaging 16, and another 2 averaging 15. The 4 highest scorers on La Cite all average 12 points per game, so they're really going to need up their scoring output to challenge the Lords tonight. That shot's missed there from Stoop. As you don't have to see a big man like Stoop picking up guys full court, but he's done a good job that effort. Jump shot there, and it's good there for Everest, second shot of the game. That's going to be an easy layup there for Javade Monet. Easy bucket for him. Lords take the lead, 6-4. He's sending it around. He sends it out to Emalik. Now down low to the big man, Diaby, and puts it in over Stoop. Good finish there from Aziz Diaby. They have quite a few players here from Cote d'Ivoire. By my count, I believe they have 4 players from Cote d'Ivoire. Another player from Tanzania, a couple from the Democratic Republic of Congo, 1 player from Haiti, another one from Burkina Faso. So a lot of recruitment here from La Cite as it's Diaby down low getting another bucket as they take the lead, 8-6. Monet is able to keep the dribble alive, drives in, and gets hacked. That was a foul on the pass, though. So it's going to be on the ground, inbound for the Lords. I believe that was Noel Akimelek with the foul, number 4. Sends it inside. Mishandle and dribble, but puts it up. No good there. Shot from Rashane Smith. Can't get it to fall. There's Callum Russell. Sends it over to Saulnier. Back to Russell, down low, can't get the layup as Miles Hall goes the other way. Not quite on the same page as Smith as that ball goes out of bounds. Be a turnover, La Cite ball. Here's Diaby, mid-range shot. Didn't call bank, so can't quite get the friendly roll. Dump off pass. Mane, ooh, he's going for Stoop, but Stoop I don't think was expecting that pass. It's a good idea from Mane though. Here's Russell. Good strong screen there from Diaby. Sends it out wide. Back to Diaby. Good job finding the cutter over to Russell for three. That hits the side of the backboard, gives Jerry West a concussion. Lords pick it up and going the other way. As that's going to be out of bounds, Lord's ball. Substitution as well, as Rudy Fahik comes into the game. And Fahik was an absolute game changer for the Lords yesterday, as they were got down pretty early in the first quarter. As he steals the ball, delivers a good pass out wide. Can't quite get the finish was Jason Elliott, but almost tips it back over to the Lord's side. But Fahik, when he came in the first quarter yesterday, was an absolute game changer. Terrific spark plug, just created absolute chaos defensively for the Lords. And even offensively, great playmaking ability. Just a spark plug for this Lords team. That's going to be a foul called on Rayshawn Smith. As he's going to be checking back out of the game. I believe that's Smith's second foul of the game. And coming in is going to be Glody Kashala. Kashala, another great energy player for this Lords team. You want to kill a game, just bring him in to wreak absolute havoc on the offensive and defensive boards. La Cite now come up the court with Russell. Does a good job to shake Fahik. However, that's going to be a foul called on Callum Russell, offensive foul. I think refs deemed his handshake away to be a little bit too powerful. There's Stoop, sending it all the way over to Mane. Pass a little bit too hard for Kashala as they go the other way. Terrific block though from Mane. Swats it back. Russell then gets it, collects, and another great swat from Stoop. Big defense here by the Lords to stop the easy fast break points for La Cite. Another substitution as Caleb Carter checks in for Javed Mane, giving Mane a bit of rest for a hard 6 minutes of work. And another substitution as number 25, Ahmed Sangare, is checking in for La Cite. As Everis Natambwe checks out. As Ahmed sends it inside as Rodrigue Techuku can't quite get a handle on that. It's turned over. Lord's going the other way. Carter for three. Can't hit it. Who else but Kashala gets the offensive board. Can't get the second one though. As La Cite go the other way, but Fahik creating havoc defensively. Almost able to pick that off and almost able to pick off another pass. Terrific defense by the Lords, creating chances for themselves. Fahik layup in. Tie game, 8 apiece. So it looks like Ahmed Sangare, who just checked in, his shoelace is untied. Almost backcourt violation by La Cite. It's great defensive pressure. Gets Caleb up. Can't get the shot to fall though. Stoop collects the rebound. Now going the other way. Jay-Sean Elliott driving down low. Tries to do a quick dump off pass to Glody. Can't quite get a hand on it. Good idea, but poor execution receiving the pass. Here's Russell. Can't quite get the pass into, I believe, Diaby. Russell for three. Can't get it. Good job on the offensive boards, though. Or in the defensive boards by Zach Morris. Carter for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded, though, by Morris. Sent back out for Heek. Drives in. Back out Carter. Top of the key, Elliott. One more pass, though. Try to do a little bit too much getting it to Zach Morris as Russell goes the other way. And that's going to be ruled as defensive interference. Slapping the backboard while the ball's still up. It's going to be a violation. Count the bucket. Lasite up by 2. In this very low scoring first quarter. It's going to be another substitution as Jay-Sean Morris is checked out of the game. 3-pointer attempt off the mark there for Ahmed Ismail. Lasite going the other way, picks up the dribble. Gets over to Russell. 3 does not go. Morris gets the board, gives it to Ishmael. Gives back to Fahik. Now Carter drives down low, sends it out wide for the corner 3, but it's intercepted there from Ricardo Gentry, but out of bounds. Lord's ball. Good defensive read, but couldn't quite get a handle on it as he steps out of bounds. Lord's going to take over in a dangerous part of the court. Substitution as well as Russell's checking out of the game, and coming in is going to be number 3, Jean-David Saint-Louis. And turnover, going the other way, Lasite driving down low, dump off pass, can't quite get it. Good idea from Ricardo Gentry, but can't quite get it to Neil Rodrigue Nana Techoku. It's a jump ball. Still Lasite ball though. Top of the key, Techoku can't quite get it. Manages to get Morris up in the air. Doesn't go for the shot. 3-pointer. No good for Ahmed Sangare. Now going the other way. Carter on the wing. Going for one extra pass too many. As not quite certain what that Lasite player was going for. Rebounded though by the Lords. They go the other way. Here's Carter. Carter again. Can't get the 3-pointer to go. As we have about 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Driving effort. Can't quite get it to go. Nice tipped pass momentarily by Morris. It's into the hands of Ishmael. Holding for the almost last shot of the quarter. Here's Fahik. Inside Morris. Over to Carter. 3 seconds. Shots up. Can't get it to go. 3 seconds left. And for the last bucket of the quarter, it is in. As Lasite goes into the second quarter up by 4 points. Scores 8-12. Now, if you're Lasite, that's the exact quarter you need to have against this Lord's team. Only keeping them to 8 points This is a team that scored 80 last night, and having held them to only 8 points this quarter, fantastic defensive job for La Cite. On the other hand, if you're the Lords, for this game, going up against La Cite when you just played Algonquin the day before, a team that's first place in the conference, it's understandable that you'd rest some of your starters on a back-to-back, that you'd give some other players a bit more of an opportunity this game, but you also need to wake up. I do like that they subbed in Glody Kashala as well as Rudy Fahik and they played a lot of minutes in that second quarter, or in that first quarter. Having them be difference makers, tempo changes, but you need guys like Caleb Carter to continue to step up. Yesterday he played a terrific performance, being the go-to scorer for this Lord's team. But by playing guys like Zach Morris, Ahmed Ishmael, guys who typically don't get as many minutes as other players on this Lord's roster, you'd want to see them step into it a bit more and stop some of the mental errors. It seems like they're doing a little bit too much hot potato, just moving the ball, getting that one extra pass when you don't really need to. You can just go up with the shot you've already played. There was 3 or 4 offensive possessions in that first quarter where the Lords just trying to go make one too many passes, and all of a sudden a La Cite player gets a fingertip on it, causes a turnover. When if you already had a good shot, if you just took that one, you would have at least had an opportunity to get a bucket instead of trying to do one too many things. So it's just ironing out those small offensive communication mishaps. That's going to be a key for the Lords to take the lead here in the second quarter as they start off with the ball, starting out with the same lineup as they had to end the first quarter with Glody Kashala, Zach Morris, Ahmed Ishmael, Rudy Fahik, and Caleb Carter. Goes to Fahik, over to Carter. Tries to find Morris inside. Can't quite get the pass in though. It's turned over. Here's Sangare. Sends it out wide. 3-pointer attempt. A funky shooting formation there from Ricardo Gentry. This is airballed. Sends all the way over to Caleb Carter. It was a high pass. Good save by him. Out over to Fahik. Goes over to Glody. Out wide. Back to Carter. 3-pointer. Bang. That's in. Cuts the lead down to 1. Good ball movement there by the Lords. Going the other way now. La Cite. Gets over to Saint Louis. Nice tip there by Fahik. Lords on the fast break. Looks like Carter was trying to swing it over to Ishmael. And that's going to be a second 3 for Caleb Carter. 2 shots in a row. Lords take the lead, 14-12. Cite taking over possession. Sangare sends it out to Saint Louis. Double team on Louis. Turned over. Good defensive work there by the Lords. Sends it all the way to Carter for 3. One more time. And short arms it a little bit. Needs to just take a little bit more time. Stay relaxed. Don't try and force it. That's going to be a 3-pointer attempt. And that's going to be good. Good shot there from Patrick Roman. First-year player from Montreal. Sends over to Fahik. Could have a substitution as well for the Lords next break. And missed pass there from Caleb Carter. Good idea, just poor execution. Sent that way too low as Roman steps out of bounds. And substitution now as Javed Monet is going to be coming in for Ahmed Ishmael. It's the only substitution there. As well as actually Jean-David Saint-Louis has exited the game for La Cite. Not certain who came in for him. Here's Glody. Cross-court pass, dangerous one, trying to get over to Carter. Isn't able to get there in time. Layup with contact, no good for Patrick Roman. That layup's no good as well, and the other way from Marne. Roman gives it over to Tachuku. That's going to be out of bounds. Lord's ball. Lord's down by 1. I like substitution here for the Lords, bringing in a secondary ball handler like Marne, someone who's very trustworthy with the ball in his hands. So now have a bit of a dual banjo between himself and Carter for 3. Bang! His third 3 of the quarter. Carter starting to come alive here. He's sent out wide. Roman gives it over to Gentry. Pass inside Sangare. Good little drop off. And bucket's good there from Chonku. Pass inside. Glody. Mid-range, good. He's not just there for rebounds, folks. He's also deadly mid-range. Here's Sangare. Sends it deep to Chunku. Can't quite get it to go. Rebound there by Glody. Fahim going the other way. Over to Morris. Nice little drop step. And he gets the contact. Fouls there is going to be on Neil Chunku. And now shooting is going to be Zach Morris. He makes the first free throw. Morris this season hasn't shot a free throw for the Lords in his limited game time, but he sinks both of those. As he's going to be checking back out of the game as Stoops entering. But free throws has been the only Lords kryptonite this season because they certainly have the defensive intensity and the rebounding and the work ethic and the three-point shooting. But the only issue with the Lords is when you get them to the free throw line, getting even one guaranteed bucket isn't a guarantee. But as soon as they start hitting their free throws consistently, this Lords team is going to be absolutely dangerous, if they're not already, as they are undefeated. But sent out wide, Roman doesn't decide for pull-out 3, sends it out to Russell, then Sangare, he pulls it, no good. Rebound there by the Lords. Looks like Jeremiah Gordon as well is in the game. Big 3 there for Carter, he stays hot. 4th 3 of the quarter. Roman answers back with a 3 of his own. Right in front of Carter's face as well. We might have a shootout going on. And Mills is back in the game as turned over momentarily, gets the handle back. As unable to get the finish. Great defensive effort there from Chunku. Euro step, Russell, no good. Sends it out, Roman for 3, bang. 3rd 3 of the game for Roman. Ties things up 23 apiece. That's going to be no good. Here's Roman on the wing. Sends it over to Gentry. Inside, Sangare. Can't get it. Rebound there from Gordon. Drops off to Miles. Carter, 3. Can't get that to go. Stoop with the rebound. Can't get that to go either. Stoop with the rebound again. Sends it back out to Miles Hall as he collects it. Back drop off the Stoop. Over to Miles Hall. Deep 3. Short arms it a little bit. Stoop gets the rebound. Sends it firing over to Carter. Too much power. As Lacite goes the other way. Easy lay in there for Russell as they take the lead. 23-25. Lords want to slow the tempo down a little bit. It's going to be a turnover by the Lords. Russell going the other way. Gives it to Roman. You don't want to give him space from outside. Lords do a good job closing him down. Chunku can't get it. Gets the offensive board though. Sangare, Sahaba going for it for a second. Drops it back off to Russell. 3-pointer there, Chunku. No good. Here's Carter. Tried to get it to Mane. Can't get it though. As it's thrown all the way back to Miles Hall, who's in the perfect place. Carter for 3. No good. Stoop rebound. Gets it back over to Miles Hall. Over to Gordon. Dump off pass to Mane. Back Carter, 3-pointer. No good. Mane with the and 1. Ties things up at 25 apiece. And he has a chance to take the lead for the Lords. And that is going to be a timeout by Lacite. I think honestly a good timeout for them to take because the Lords have been absolutely. The Lords have actually the Lords have actually been playing all right this second quarter, but Lacite has come out in the last couple of minutes and have very much started to storm back. All started with a couple of back-to-back big threes from Patrick Roman to bring things back up tied. And again, if you're Lacite, this is the type of game that you'd want to play for the against the Lords. Although the Lords have scored far more points than they scored in the first quarter, having only scored 8, they've still held them to 25 points. This is a team that last night scored 80, and against the Lords, when you are not a team that typically scores a ton of points, they've been solid defensively, and they've had a good game plan, relying on getting the ball out of guys like Caleb Carter's hands and into players who don't typically receive a lot of minutes, limiting the damage from the stars and forcing the other players to hurt them. The Lords have done a good job of responding and battling back. As Lords are going to have a free throw coming up in this next possession. But it's a great game so far at the Campus Recreation and Wellness Center. One free throw here for Monet. As he hits it, takes the lead 26-25. Good. Great deflection there. Sends it back to Monet. Foul and 1 again. Monet's on fire tonight. Big first half for Monet. Can't get the free throw to fall though. As Lords remain only up by 3 points. Dumps down low to Stoop. Over to Miles Hall. Nice little drop step there. Can't quite get it to go. It's Going the other way, though, as it's mishandled. Lacite ball. No substitution as Jeremiah Gordon's checking out of the game and checking in. Rayshawn Smith. There's Russell pushing the pace. Lacite's really been playing at a high intensity offensively this game. Just all gas, no brakes. That's going to be turned over. Lord's going the other way. Bit of an audacious alley-oop attempt over to Monet. Smith, Miles Hall is saying my bad on that one. Don't know if you even throwing that out to Anthony Edwards if he was going to come down with that. As almost a bucket the other way. Rebound put back in by Samuel Alunga. Brings back to a 1-point game with 1 minute left here in the second quarter. Off pass there. Collected by Miles Hall. Dumps down low to Smith. Puts it up. Can't quite get it to go, but is fouled on the play. That foul's going to be on Aziz Diaby. Excuse me, that foul was actually awarded to Ahmed Sangare. That's going to be another foul on Rashane Smith. Be turnover going the other way. Lacite, 29 seconds left. Turned over once again. Miles Hall now. As almost able to get the finish. Jay-Sean Elliott is going to be going to the line. Gets the second one to fall. Here's Russell now. 17 seconds, no shot clock. Lacite almost turned it over. It's going to stay Lacite ball. This could be inbounded quickly. Over to Russell. Back inside to Diaby. Time ticking down. Rebounded by the Lords momentarily. 2 seconds left. Full-court pass. Puts it up. Can't get the floater to fall. Good opportunity for the Lords, but they do go into the half, leading by 2 points. We will be back in about 15 minutes for the second half of basketball. Keep in mind, though, for the contest happening at halftime But nevertheless, I'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Hi, Chelsea. All right, Chelsea, well, here's the rules of the game. Tonight, Chelsea will have a chance to win $1,000 in the OCAA Shoot for Cash contest. She will attempt to land from three-point circle, a free throw, and three-point shot. She will be given 2 attempts at each one of these shots. If she's able to make all 3, well, we'll give you 1 chance at the big one. $1,000 if you can make the half-court shot. Good luck in tonight's Shoot for Cash contest. Everyone, let's give it up for Chelsea one time. All right, the first one's good. That's some music here.
We've come a long way since our doors first opened. Though our beginnings were modest, our vision was bold. With each passing decade, we grew. Times changed, and we adapted. We evolved, and we delivered. Market-driven programs that get our grads jobs. Seamless support services that wrap around our students. Sustainable practices that protect our earth. For the past 10 years, our mission ensured that the student experience came first at Durham College. But we've reached a tipping point. As we reflect on all we've accomplished and look closely at where we stand, it's clear. We're not just putting the student experience first, we're reinventing it. What's happening on our campuses, across our communities, and around the globe is a DC-grown and led transformation of the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we work, live, and lead. The many paths to post-secondary education merge and weave in so many new ways, and our approach to delivering that education, advanced learning that innovates, inspires, and changes lives, is just as varied. We are shaping this transformation shoulder to shoulder, heads down while working hard, but always with clear eyes on the future. This is our stake in the ground. We are DC, and together, we are leading the way.
Hello and welcome back. Out of halftime, it was a good, well-contested first half as Cite Coyotes were really playing the Lords closely in this one. Lords only have a 2-point lead coming into this half. That's to be missed there early on by the Coyotes. Another miss. Good rebound, though, by Jay Sean Elliott. Here's Mills on the wing. Gives it to Stoop. Back over to Miles Hall. Sizing up Russell. Tries to blow by him. Good defense by Russell. And that's going to be a foul there. Going to say Miles was going up for the shot at the time. He's going to be shooting too, and that's going to be third on the game for the La Cite player. Lord's going the other way, driving down low, gives over to Jay Sean Elliott for three. Can't quite hit it. Good rebound though by Monet. Another rebound. Back over to Elliott. Thalberg going for three, drives in, kicks it back to Smith. A lot of contact, no call. No call, but he puts it back either way. And mishandled, turnover, nope. La Cite is able to hang on to that. It's very dangerous for a moment. As turned over yet again. Here's Stoop. Jay Sean Elliott gets it good to go. Tipped by Stoop yet again. Another turnover momentarily, but good dive there by Russell to save it for the Coyotes. Tries to go for a Euro step, can't get it. Three-pointer, no good. Good hustle there by the Coyotes. Can't get it, but gets another rebound. There's Diaby on the wing. Here's Diaby again. Over to Natambwe. Back to Russell. Dump off, back to Diaby. Natambwe, one on the shot clock, can't get it. Another rebound by La Cite. There's a kick ball there. Going to stay La Cite ball. Could be having a couple substitutions as Diaby is going to be checking out, as well as Noel Akimelek. Coming into the game is going to be Ricardo Gentry, as well as Chunku. Try to get the Chunku, can't quite get it through. Stoop, as it's stolen by the Lords. As Money's really trying to push the pace. Stoop for three, can't get it. Rebound by La Cite as Russell's pushing the other way. Over to Russell. Stolen there by Myers Halls, going the other way. Foul, can't get the layup. But he's going to be going to the line, shooting two. And that foul's going to be on number 10, Ricardo Gentry. And timeout called, I believe, by La Cite. Lords have been a little bit spotty since halftime, showing a lot of great defensive intensity, pressing full court. However, they haven't shown that same intensity on the glass for rebounds. There was the last sustained offensive possession by La Cite. They grabbed about 3 or 4 offensive rebounds on that possession alone. Now, perhaps a couple of those were just the right place, right time, but still, The Lord's a team that tends to be predicated on work ethic and just out hustling players. They've seemed to be coming out of halftime a little bit asleep. I'm sure Desmond Rowley's hoping that this time out is going to wake his team up a little bit. Now coming out of the timeout, shooting 2 is going to be Miles Hall. First shot is going to be good. Lords now lead 37-29. Miles trying to make it 38, which he does. Lords continuing with that full court press, wanting to suffocate this La Cite team, and it's picked off by Smith. Good defensive coverage, but can't quite get a handle on it as it goes out of bounds. Came in with a lot of energy. I don't think his hands were going as fast as his brain on that one. Stolen momentarily, and stolen yet again, as looks like the Coyotes got away with that one, as it appears Smith is down. I don't think he made incredibly strong contact with the scores table. However, potentially just the landing was funny on his knee. So it's going to be a quick injury stoppage just to check on Smith, make sure he's okay. Since coming off of the bench and implementing that kind of full court press, he's just been an absolute monster wrecking havoc. Like a free safety almost. So let's hope he's the freshman's okay. Checking in for him is going to be Glody Kashala. As they check the ball in. There's Abdul Sule over to Russell, almost picked off. There's Sule for 3, and he gets it to go. Or Sornay, excuse me. There's Stoop over to Miles Hall. Back to Stoop, sends it down low to Glody Kashala. Over to Elliott, nice little pass from Kashala, but airballs it. And here's Russell wanting to push the pace yet again. He only knows one speed, and that's max. So Nate can't get the finish. Lord's going the other way. Here's Elliott. Tries to get a little bit of contact. Good defensive coverage there from Kornku. Gets the layup to good. Gets the layup to go, excuse me. There's Elliott for 3. No good. Stoop with the defensive board. As Hall just slows things down. Gives it over to Kashala, but Kashala had a foot out of bounds. A little bit of miscommunication there. Turnover there as Lasite takes back over. There's Chunku. Russell. Sornay. No good as that ball's going to go out of bounds. The Lords take possession. As Desmond Valley just want to have a quick word with Deshaun Elliott. Or Jay-Sean. And Marnay's now walking the ball up the court. Looks like Fahik is going to be coming in at the next stoppage. There's Elliott. Back over to Marnay. Now Stoop. Gives it a Glody. Can't quite get a handle on it. That's Elliott. Turned over. As Russell's pushing the other way. Sends over to Gentry. Now Russell back inside Chunku. And an ugly shot. I'm thinking he meant to pass that one up. And speaking of pass, that's going to be intercepted by Gentry. Puts it up, can't get it to go. But nice work on the boards by Natambwe. As Natambwe takes dive, I don't think any Lord's players were near him when he fell. Can't get the layup to go is Miles Hall, as he's going to be stepping out of bounds. Turnover, Lassite ball. And now Rudy Vahik is going to be coming into the game, as well as Caleb Carter. And Jay Sean Elliott's checking out of the game, as well as Miles Hall. .16 to go here, left in the third quarter. Lords up by 6. Natambwe over to Chuku. Can't get the three-pointer fall. Glody Kashala brings it down. Sends over to Fahik. Stoop. Back over to Mani. Caleb Carter. Fahik. Blows by his man. Back to Carter for 3. Bang, hits it. Extends the Lords' lead to 9. Here's Russell. Sends it out wide. Can't get it to go. And it's turned over. And here's Fahik going the other way. Finds Stoop. Finds Carter on the wing. Three-pointer. Hits that as well. Looks in the direction of the Lassite bench. As, funnily enough, Patrick Roman now steps up. He's checking into the game. If you don't remember, in the last second quarter, Roman and Caleb went back-to-back, hitting threes in each other's face. So I'm sure that's what's on Namoi Kone's mind. That's going to be a cross-court pass. Fahik, nice. No, behind the back, dish over to Mane. Can't get the finish. Lassite's going the other way. Here's Russell. As that's going to be called a foul. A little bit too much pressure there from Glody Kashala. As he's going to foul Abdul Soe, or Sone, excuse me. And now checking into the game is going to be Patrick Roman, number 8, as well as Ahmed Sangai. As Natambwe is checking out, as well as Abdul Sone. Sends it out wide. Here's Russell. As that's going to be a call to travel on Caleb Russell. Lord's ball. Another substitution as Russell's checking out the game. Coming in is Jean-David Saint-Louis. Here's Fahik. Sends out wide to Mani. Over to Stoop. Back to Mani. Carter. Fahik. Good ball movement by the Lords, and that's going to be sent out of bounds. Call that commentator's curse as soon as I mentioned it. An errant pass goes out of bounds. Lassite ball. Now bringing up the court is Jean-David. Sent to the Sangae. And that's going to be a travel on Jean-David. Fahik going the other way. Finds Glody Kashala down low, but can't get the layup to fall. Coyotes going the other way with it. Here's Saint Louis. Air ball. Rebounded by Sangai. Here's Jean David, 2 seconds on the shot clock. They do not know there's 2 seconds on the shot clock. That's going to be a turnover. Quick inbounded there by the Lords. Caleb Carter. Over to Fahik. Glody. Carter. Stoop. Lords need to regain control of the ball. It's looking a little wild right now. Finds Stoop. Cutting Glody. Puts it up with contact. No foul, the referee says. Lords now lead 48-34 as they have pressed the gas pedal in this quarter and exploded with the lead, now leading by 14. Almost a three there from Roman, can't quite get it, as well as can't quite get the layup there from Chunku. 39 seconds left, Marnie layup, can't get that to fall. Nice take, go the other way. As Chunku gets that layup to go, to snap the scoreless streak that La Cite's been on for quite a while now. Now holding for the presumably last shot of the quarter. Here's Carter. Gives it to Fahik, back to Carter. 5 seconds left, and that's going to be going out of bounds. I believe they just signaled for Lord's ball. Inbound play, 2 seconds left. Quick substitution as coach wants Miles Hall in. Javade Mane to be checking back out of the game. Doesn't look too pleased with that, but 2 seconds on the clock to Stoop. Jumper, can't get that to fall. But nevertheless, Lords now go into the fourth quarter, leading by 12 points. The Lords absolutely caught fire in this quarter. We're just all over the place, all over La Cite. As La Cite really struggled to generate some shots, generate scoring opportunities, a lot of turnovers. Coming out of halftime, the Lords started doing a full court press, and La Cite found it very difficult to break out of that. I get the feeling that Desmond Rowley, who is trying to play a lot of his underutilized players to start off this game, kind of started to grow a little tired of it, that they weren't really progressing as well as he thought they would, and just at that point thought, no, I'm going to take over this game now. I mean, just give my start as a quarter, blow the lead up to 12 points, and then in the fourth quarter, if the Lords keep playing how they have played so far in the third, you can imagine to see the bench start to open up a little bit. Start to give some of his most utilized players a much deserved rest here, playing on a back-to-back. After today's game, though, the next Lords contest is going to be on November 20th next week at Centennial. First match is going to be at 6 o'clock, and then the second one's going to be at 8 o'clock for the men's and women's game. As well as on 23rd, they're going to be at St. Lawrence. Women's going to be kicking off at 1, men's at 3 o'clock. And then the next home game is going to be on November 27th when George Brown pays a visit here at the Campus Recreation and Wellness Center. Women's game kicks off at 6 o'clock, and the men's are going to be kicking off at 8 o'clock as well. That's also going to be a bit of a homestand, as the following match in the new year on January 10th is going to be against Loyalist. So some great competition coming up for the Lords. But Lords wanting to close this thing out to continue the undefeated season. Here's Fahik. Gives it a good screen there from Glody. 3-pointer from Carter, no good. Rebound by Jay-Sean Elliott. Back over to Glody. And shot clock error. They're going to do a quick inbounds, as it looks like they did not reset the shot clock afterwards. So we get back underway. Here's Elliott. Tries to send the pass over to Stoop. Smacked off of Russell's leg there. Lord's ball on the side. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here's Jay-Sean Elliott inbounding. Gives it a Stoop. 6 seconds left. Gives it to Carter. 3-pointer by Fahik. He's going to have to get it up. And that's not going to be in time. No basket. Turnover on the shot clock violation. Lords seem to make the mind up quicker than they did that possession. As it's inbounded here by Lacite. Lords continuing the full court press. Or also a full court trap. 3-pointer Sangare. That's good. Right in the face of Caleb Carter. That cuts the lead down to 9. Carter for 3. Brings the lead back up to 12. Suffocating defensive presence by the Lords. Lacite managed to get out of that. Pass mishandled there by Sangare. Sends it out wide. Roman can't quite get a handle on it. Sends it back out wide to the other side. Eurostep travel. Lords. Great work defensively. Now here's Fahik with the ball. Here's Fahik. Gives it to Glody, out wide to Elliott, back to Fahik. Blow by Carter for 3. That's good. Another 3. Carter's just been absolutely torching Lacite today. Back-to-back terrific games from him. Good defensive tip there from Elliott. Lacite managed to keep hold of it. Sangare, 3. No good. Rebound. Stolen then by Fahik. Fahik's pushing it, going the other way. Tries to get it to Glody. Sent the pass too far behind him. That's going to be a turnover. There's a Lacite take back over. Lords lead 54-39. And going to have another substitution here, as it looks like Zach Morris is checking into the game. Second-year player from Etobicoke. As Stoops going to be taking a much-deserved rest. That's going to be tipped up. Back out of bounds, Lacite ball. Sends it into Diaby. Diaby's a tough matchup here for Zach Morris. Player who doesn't get the most amount of playing time. He has a tough assignment today. Good spin, great pass out wide. To Fahik. But here's Jay-Sean Elliott, spin move, layup, no good. Glody, rebound. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up. Great work on the glass there from Glody Kashala. And here's Russell. Sends it back out wide. Sorne, turnover. Elliott's going the other way. Fahik, layup, and good. Well, earns a foul. Oh, excuse me, that's going to be called a charge for Rudy Fahik. Actually, in fairness, I probably agree with that call. It did actually appear that Russell got his feet planted in time. So good call by the referee there. There's Diaby. Spin around. just gets the shooter's touch there as it falls. Cuts the lead to 15. Here's Vahik. Kashala down low, Diaby. That's good. Here's Sangare, another three. That's good. Here's Jay-Sean Elliott. Nice blow by. Oh, almost tries to put Diaby on a poster. Can't get it to go, though. As Lassie go the other way, Sangare for another three. Can't get that. Here's Morris with the finish. Some tough defense there from Diaby. Sure reeling from that near poster. And we have a substitution as well for the Lords as number 25, Jeremiah Gordon's checking into the game for Glody Kashala. As well as Natambwe is going to be coming into the game for La Cite. As there's a timeout called as well. Lords leading by 16 points, 60 to 44. I can imagine that Desmond Valley is going to be subbing in a lot of his bench units now, even giving Glody Kashala a bit of a break. Kashala is a guy who's so useful for this Lords team. Himself and Rudy Fahik, excuse me, both so crucial for this bench unit to just come in and just cause absolute chaos. Two guys who are incredible on defense and both almost gadget players in a way. Fahik in reading and anticipating passing lanes, getting steals, and just picking off ball handlers as well. And Glody Kashala being an absolute menace on the boards. Reminds me a little bit of a Kenneth Fareed that way, where not much. He's just excels at rebounding. That is his bread and butter. Not much time left here for La Cite to mount a comeback. 5 minutes, but they need to quickly change their offensive game plan to stand the chance. Been very much reliant on second chance points, really, and getting shots to fall, as this Lords team defense has just been in their face, not giving them any space to work with. And here's Sangare on the wing. Down low to Diaby. Double team comes as we picked off there. Good work by Carter. Gets over to Elliott, who slips for a second. Careful not to roll an ankle there. And as they have the ball, sends it out wide. That's to be a three-pointer. Natambwe gets it to go. Cuts the lead to 13. Now here's Fahik. As a bit of miscommunication between himself and Zach Morris. Substitution as well for La Cite, as Samuel Ilunga is now checking in for Noel Ikemelek. Fouls on Jeremiah Gordon, number 25. 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Cite down by 13. layup, no good. Good defensive coverage by the Lords. Gives it Jeremiah Gordon out wide. Elliott, Fahik sends it back out to Elliott. They want a three. They can't get that one to go. Good rebounding there by Alunga. Russell gets it back, swatted away from Carter, and almost sent as he goes flying into the bench. Almost a terrific outlet pass. I want to say it was Elliott who was making the run down the court. And substitution as well as Ricardo Gentry's checking into the game for Callum Russell. Can't quite get the pass. Picked off by Zach Morse. And that's going to be picked off himself there by Alunga. Near double dribble, but referee doesn't call for it, and that's going to be over and back violation if it's not picked up by Carter, who gets it. Jeremiah Gordon puts it up and in. As the Lacite look to be reeling right now. Getting very frustrated with each other. Could have a substitution as it looks like Chonku is going to be checking back into the game. Sangai for three, no good. Rebound by Elliott. He looks to push, and great pass there to Zach Morris. Finds the cutter. Easy lay-in. Lords extend their lead even further. And another substitution as well. Couple for the Lords. Looks like Javonte Givens is checking into the game at the next moment as there's a player down momentarily. That's going to be a lay-in from Zach Morris. As Ricardo Gentry's down on the court. There's like Makai Gibson and Shavonte Givens. You're going to be checking into the game for the Lords. Don't know what they're exactly checking out because looks like Genty is not showing much concern at this time. Either way, 2:15 left. Lords up by 19 as Genty gets up. He's not putting any pressure on his foot as he's carried off. Hope everything's okay. As we're going to get back underway here. There's Russell taking the ball up the court. Gives it off to Sornay. Over to Natambwe. Back to Sornay. Drives. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound there by Fahim. Zach Morris now. Can't quite get the finish, but they're going to rule a travel on that. I'm very interested in that call. Unless I miscounted, in those 3 steps, that looked like he caught it in motion, went up for the layup. Either way, Lacite ball. Gives over Sornay. Now Alunga. Back over to for a 3-pointer there from Chonku. Now a 16-point game. Here's Givens. Drives in. Can't get the layup to fall. Foul's going to be on Givens. Got a little bit too handsy there with the full court press. Here's Russell. Drives all the way in. Tries to do a quick dump-off pass, but it's mishandled by Natambwe. Jump ball. Lord's possession. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be La Cite possession. It's going to be picked off there by the Lords. Faheek's going the other way. Gives it to Jeremiah Gordon. Too strong for him to handle. Last minute of play now in the fourth quarter. And Faheek can get called to reach in there. And since Salasite's in the bonus, Russell's going to be shooting for two. Foul as well on Rudy Faheek. Lasite played an amazing first half, but just once the Lords got going in the third quarter, absolutely flew away with this game. Lords really showing why they are first in the conference and have an undefeated record of 7-0. As he great outlet pass. Can't quite get the bucket. And now Lasite going the other way. There's Russell. Kicks it out to Sone. Can't quite get it. Back to Russell. Now Ilunga. Natambwe. He gets the three-pointer to go. As cross-court pass. Jeremiah Gordon gives it to Zach Morris, who are just holding. And that's going to be called a foul on Natambwe. And Zach Morris is going to be going to the line, shooting for two. Can't quite get the second, as Lords are just going to hold the ball until the end of the game. After a terrific performance by the Durham Lords to extend their undefeated streak even further, Lords win 67-55. Fantastic performance from your Durham Lords, and as I said, next Lords basketball game is going to be taking place on November 20th at Centennial. Then after that, at St. Lawrence on November 23rd. Next home game is November 27th with George Brown coming to pay a visit at the Campus Recreation Wellness Center. I'm John Townsend. We'll see you later.